Life is full of ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster. And sometimes it's difficult to bounce back from either traumatic experiences or just when you feel out of touch with your purpose in life. So this is why we need to build resilience in life. And when I say resilience, think of resilience as like a mental armor that you put on when life just hands you the worst of situations. Resilience is like the mental armor, or like David Goggins likes to say, resilience is like callousing the mind.
I'm gonna be gone 39 hours,
Right.
running on a 1 mile track. Who the fuck? I'm not crazy, man. That shit sucks. I mean, people put me in this category of, you must be some crazy guy who loves
Right.
it. No, man. No, that's why I do it, though. That's the only way to callous your fucking brain, man. It's the only way to get hard. I was like, man, what story would it be if my fucking fat, dumb, lying to be friends with people, insecure ass can overcome this shit?
The harder the work you do, even when you feel like you don't want to do it, or even when you have the poopy pants mentality, woe is me mentality, resilience and having resilience is what helps build you back up through hard times. So in this video, I'm going to explain why we need resilience, ways to build resilience, and some personal experiences of when resilience was most important to me. So simply put, resilience is the ability to withstand and quickly recover from adversities in your life. And just like I said earlier, resilience is like mental armor. Think of it as a muscle and a skill that you can build and develop over time. This isn't to say that when you do go through harsh times and adversity, it's going to be easy. It's always going to be hard. But resilience prepares you to handle it and bounce back quicker than if you didn't have resilience. So what are some ways to build more resilience in your life so you can handle life and be prepared for adversity? The first thing you can do to build resilience is to accept what you cannot change and be open to adapt to new circumstances. Because when we put energy into things that we really can't change, that takes away from our ability to withstand things. A great example of this is trying to change somebody that you care about deeply, but it's hard to see them go through things that you wish you could help them change. But at the end of the day, we have to understand that we can't change people. And this goes back to resilience and accepting what you can't change. Sometimes going through adversity is trying to change something that you really want to change, but accepting and letting go of the fact that you can't change everything. Another way to build resilience, it may sound cliche, but honestly, just being optimistic and having a positive outlook and positive mindset when it comes to anything. Your mind goes through the what if situations. What if this? What if that? What if I fail? What if I do this? And especially when you're going through something harsh, the mind likes to go to the worst case scenarios. For every what if could go wrong, there's also the opposite. What if could go right? So one way to easily, quickly build resilience in your life, if you're going through adversity and you're gonna think bad because you're going through something bad in your life, you're going through adversity and you need to build resilience. A quick way to quickly snap yourself out of it is, for every what if could go wrong, think what if could go right, and have that positive optimism. Even if you don't believe it, just think it, and you'll quickly start to build resilience in an area you might have felt vulnerable in. This is my personal favorite way of building resilience, and it's cultivating self-care habits. Taking care of yourselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally will allow you to recharge and rejuvenate during challenging times. Just think about it. Think about the person that doesn't take care of themselves. They don't take care of themselves mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, nothing. They just live life and quote unquote go with the flow of things, and they just live life kind of floating. When they are faced with something harsh, just think about it. If you don't take care of yourself and you're faced with something harsh, you're probably gonna have a mental breakdown or do something drastic, and it's gonna make the situation worse than it needs to be. So just like I said before, taking care of yourself and cultivating a self-care daily habits to take care of your mind, body, and soul will give you the ability to build up that armor. Think of every day you take care of yourself and you live a deeply self-compassionate life. Anytime you are inevitably faced with a hardship or adversity, you're naturally going to be better prepared because you're in a healthy state, versus the person that doesn't take care of themselves at all, is unhealthy, doesn't exercise, is self-destructive. This is another really easy way to start building resilience in your everyday life. So take care of yourself, exercise, go on a walk, get sunlight, journal, read. You could do so many things to take care of yourself. Take a shower, take a bath, relax, meditate. And the more you do this, the more you'll build up self-awareness and self-compassion, and you'll be more than prepared to handle adversity in your life. Now finally, I'm going to tell you some personal experiences that I've gone through that helped me develop resilience in my life. Number one is going through a divorce and separation. Now, nobody wants to go through a divorce or separation, and when you're faced with the reality of finally separating and going through the whole process and starting over, honestly it feels endless. Like you just want it to end already. You just want it to be over. But something that helped me build resilience during this time was taking care of myself and looking at the bigger picture of things and understanding that yes, like when you get married, you obviously it's till death do us part, right? But when you go through a separation, that pretty much it's a difficult period, and it really tests your resilience, and it really gets you to question relationships, and it gives you a different perspective on relationships in the future. But the number one thing that kept me going through this time of separation and divorce was taking care of myself. I could have just been emotionally deprived and self-destructive and sought drugs and alcohol, but at the end of the day, that's just running away from your problems. And in order to build resilience, you have to face your problems head on. You can't run away from them. Think of resilience like diamonds, right? Diamonds are built under pressure. So is resilience. You build more resilience in life when you are given adversities and challenging times. Now, the second situation that helped me develop resilience is just being in the Navy and going on deployments and literally being sleep deprived and having to do drills at 1 a.m. off of 3 hours of sleep and pretending to be in a war and just being in a highly stressful situation. Now, when I look back on it, yeah, it sucked. It really sucked. But at the end of the day, it taught me that sometimes doing hard things and getting over them, getting over something hard, is empowering, because after it's over, you made it. You made it through, and now you built more resilience than you had before, and you're stronger than you were before. So in closing, I just want to let you know that everybody's personal experiences differ, and what worked for me may not work for you, but at the end of the day, it's important to find strategies that may resonate with you, and I hope some of my strategies will help you build more resilience in your life in the future. So just remember, resilience is a journey, and it's different for everybody, and it's important to be kind and patient with yourself and practice self-compassion and love for yourself every day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, and let me know if you have any ways that you build resilience and you build that mental armor and callus the mind every day. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one.